So the Megalodon.
Yeah, let me tell you, this movie was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, here's the thing. I love these movies. I love the second one more than the first,
Wow.
but mainly because it's just such a free-for-all of madness and awesomeness.
Yeah, I mean, it gets very chaotic at the end there.
Yeah,
The second one.
Oh, yeah, the second one. I mean, even the first one, but the first one's a slower burn,
Yeah, the first
whereas
one,
the
there's
second
more like,
one's like wham, right in your face.
yeah, the first one has kind of like more build-up, I think.
The second one?
Or the first one.
First one, yeah.
There's like
Well, because it's like,
things are happening.
Yeah, and it's like, it's very introductory and stuff, and even the first one to the second one, where like a lot of the characters are different. It's kind of like, this is who they are. Let's not worry about that. Let's go.
Yeah, they didn't
You know what
really
I mean?
worry about
Even though there are
that.
such intricate plot based on it, but they were like, no, we're not. Let's not worry about
I'm still
convincing
not
you.
entirely sure what happened.
Yeah, no, and that's why I think it's such a fun ride.
You know what I liked about the first one is that you get the whole movie within that first 5 minutes. You don't even have to watch the rest of the movie.
This is the first one?
Yeah, the first one. You open up on Jason Statham
Yeah.
rescuing people
Yeah.
from a shark attack, and then he kills the shark, and then it goes black, and then it opens up to a new movie of Jason Statham having to rescue people from a shark, and he kills the shark.
Did he kill the shark in
That
the
shark
first
got
one?
blown up
It
when
got-
the submarine got blown up.
Yeah, because he
It's a-
detached. He had to
It's
sacrifice
a mini
people.
movie of the movie you're about to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, that's just in a nutshell.
You don't even have to sit through the rest.
Yeah.
You just get that first part. You go, okay, I got it.
Yeah, I can see that. So because I recently watched the Meg 2, and I did not get to rewatch the Meg 1, but I made sure to recap it for myself so I remembered enough of it. But it is very like I think it's a cool the cool concept of, first off, obviously we're creating our conflicted hero in Jonas.
Yeah, which I didn't know was his name until the second one.
Yeah. If you'd asked me what his name was after the first one, I wouldn't have known.
I had no idea.
Jason. It's Jason Statham.
And
It's an anagram of Jason, so it's really easy.
Anagram.
Yeah.
Jason.
Jonas, Jason.
Jonas.
You
Oh,
switch
wow.
the letters around. Yeah.
Wow.
I just
I
thought
thought
of
it
that
was Jonas
on the
in the
spot.
whale because he got swallowed by the
It's
whale.
Jonah in the whale,
That's Jonah
right?
in the whale?
Yeah. Yes, this is the plural.
I don't read many books.
Yeah. So it's based on a book. They're both based on books by Steve Alton.
Was that a shot at me because I don't read books?
No. But take it as you will.
Yeah.
But it was what is it? He wrote it. I believe the books came out in the 90s. It was bought, the rights to make a film out of the first book was bought in 1997.
Wow.
By Disney. Disney.
quick.
But I realized a little bit now, it was like a little weird, Disney buying it. But
Wow, didn't you see Finding Nemo?
yeah. So basically, I mean, I guess that's just what it is. That would actually be a funny, like a Pixar version of Megalodon, like a big shark attack. Yeah. Anyway, that'd be a cool concept though. Pixar like rated R movie,
rated Rs.
like
I feel like
a horror,
I saw something like that with Alien.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Like
I don't
that kind of
remember.
style like that. But yeah, and so basically it was 1997. That's when it's like first started trying to become something, trying to become a film. And I think Guillermo del Toro was the first person like attached to it. And then it was Eli Roth in the more current iteration because Alton got the rights back for a while and then kept trying to get it made. And then however, basically Eli Roth wanted to do it, but he wanted to play the character. He wanted
to play the Meg?
Yeah. No. He wanted to play Jonas.
Oh.
So they were like, we don't think you have the star power for it. I guess what they said to him. And then,
That's rough. That's harsh.
yeah. So
Now, if he was the Meg, I'd
yeah,
buy that.
I think he'd make a good Meg.
Yeah.
Maybe in the Pixar one.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, and then because I remember hearing it because it was so 2018 it first came out, the Meg, and it was like it came out a couple months. Even then, like got delayed by like 6 months. Came out at the end of 2018 when it was supposed to come out at the beginning. But yeah, and it's yeah. Anyway, and I hadn't seen it. I don't think I watched it for a while, but the interesting thing is I read like the kind of like summary of the book, and it's so like all the characters are similar, and the names
to
are
each other?
similar. No, like the characters
Like
from
they're all
like
twins
from the
or
book
something?
to the
Transference
yeah.
from
In the
book.
movie,
Gotcha.
and a lot of the names and or characters are kind of like kept the same.
That
I
makes
think in the
sense.
book he's not coming back to save his ex-wife.
Hmm.
I forget what he's like convinced to do it for some other reason, but
Pride.
it's basically so the oh god, what are they? Su Yin and her father.
Kyle, I feel like at this point in our journey, you
Yeah.
should know not to ask me the character names.
Yeah, Su Yin and her father Zhang.
Okay.
So DJ, the character DJ, who shines in the second
Yeah,
movie.
he comes up
He
strong.
really, especially, yeah. I mean, I'll get to that, but so DJ is the son of Zhang too in the book. So
Oh,
they obviously, I
interesting.
feel like they like had the. It's just funny that they kept the name and then put a completely different like character.
So they
like,
were they
unrelated and
related in
stuff,
the
and-
movie?
No. They at least didn't bring that up.
Oh.
But it's pretty similar. But I also don't. Was there? You just watched the Meg, right?
Yeah, like last week.
Last week. So was there chemistry between Su Yin and Jonas in that?
I don't know who those people are. So
There's Jason Statham and the girl with the daughter.
well, that was
Because
they told me to say, yeah, that's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? In the second
Well,
one,
I'm just saying that's the second one. It's like because I don't either she couldn't do the film or they decided against it, and then they just kind of brought in a brother.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah. which
and
that
then it
there was
kinda-
sexual chemistry
But
there.
that's between him and Jason
I
Statham.
felt that one.
Well,
that
that's
was palpable.
That's the other thing. Is it like the chemistry between the actors is really good with, especially like Cliff Curtis, and the oh god, what's his name in that one? The brother in the second one.
DJ.
I feel like you just want to talk. Zhu Ming, who's he's the one who
Didn't
gets
you
in
say the brother in the
so
book
he's
was
the
DJ?
brother. Yeah. So that's not. We're talking about the movie.
Oh,
We're talking about the movie, man.
well,
It's just
I
about
don't
the
know,
movie. I
man.
talked about the book. We're done with the book. But the so Zhu Ming in the second one, and like him and Cliff Curtis, who's Mac, the guy they're in the helicopter together. And
Yeah.
And he's the one. Zhu Ming is the one that dives. So it's basically more so like Jonas is the guy in the second book, The Trench. It's more so like Jonas is the character of Zhu Ming.
Oh, interesting. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, like he's more so concerned with the shark and everything. And
Jonas has the pet Meg in the
yeah,
book.
it's more so like and it's called Angel. It's named after the angel of death. Because in the first one, it's
The
shark
the
is
shark's
pregnant.
name is Angel,
yeah,
but it's named after the angel of death.
yeah. So that's the books. That's the
But
books.
I
I
feel
feel like
like-
we might get that in this third. Like if we get a
Is there a
third
third
movie,
coming?
I don't know. I don't think
I
so.
feel like if you're gonna name
I
someone,
feel like
Angel,
we're good. I feel like we
that's a-
peaked with the second
It's a
one.
different vibe than named after Angel of Death.
Yeah. It's like you don't really.
Yeah, you get a different.
Hey, this is my
connotation.
friend Angel. He's named after the angel of death.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Killing it. But yeah, it's just well, first, I love Cliff Curtis. Cliff Curtis is great. So I love seeing him and stuff. I remember watching him. I think he was in the Traffic series. But like everything he's done, he was in Sunshine, which we got to jump into at some point. And he's in, I actually just started watching it. We could maybe eventually Chaos, the Jeff Goldblum as Zeus Netflix series.
I saw the
It's
trailer. for that.
really good. I think so far it's because it's really just weird and wild, and it's more so like a very much more active gods. Like it's like people knowing that the gods exist to a degree, and then like so
interesting.
yeah. Anyway, yeah.
God,
But it's just the plot of the first one. He comes in and tries to save the ex-wife in the pod, and then there's giant squid, and then a megalodon eats the squid. And that's when we're like, oh God, okay, there's a real megalodon.
Yeah.
I
was just reading over my notes.
Now we know the megalodon's real. Jason Statham is, because that's what everybody doubted that it existed after we saw it in the first
They
opening
doubted that
scene.
Jason Statham existed?
No, the megalodon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it got blown up.
Well, yeah, but there was
that
a
a
megalodon.
I thought that was just a regular giant shark who had like magic powers or something.
No.
Because like how was the submarine functional long enough for Jason to get down there, but only some of the guys were dead in the submarine? Did the shark have like sonar, like psionic abilities?
No, what are you talking about?
The movie.
Yeah.
The Meg?
What do you mean for the...
Well, in the movie The Meg.
Yeah,
in
I
2018,
understand.
So Jason Statham comes to rescue a submarine in the
Is
beginning.
it? Yeah, okay.
And he finds a bunch of sailors, and some of them are dead in the submarine.
Mm-hmm.
But they only find like 5 survivors, and he rescues all the survivors except for his friends, which is why he turns to the drink. But
Yeah.
I don't
Well, he's
understand.
hanging out. Where is he?
Why did they die? Did the shark like break their brains with his psionic abilities?
Maybe. Dude,
I don't
know.
Why was
That's
the submarine still functional?
Maybe they...
But they had died.
I don't know. Maybe it was scurvy.
That's
The pressure of being down there.
That might be it.
The pressure.
What pressure? Psychosis. Pressure-induced psychosis.
Is that what? Yeah.
The
You have
space
that? That's
madness
it.
of the
Space
ocean,
madness of the ocean. Yeah.
That happened in
Deep
that film.
sea driving, baby.
Yeah. So we don't know why they died. They were just
Yeah,
dead.
no, I did not
Okay.
come in here prepared to answer that specific
that was my
question about
first-
the first 5
That
minutes
was the
of the
first
movie.
thought in my head, and it
Yeah.
never got solved. Not
Yeah.
even in the sequel.
Or maybe there'll be a third one that I'll explain.
I'd love a backstory on that.
Yeah.
Why were those sailors dead already?
Yeah. Anyway, now that we move past that.
That was my big note
opening
for the first one here.
that opening scene.
Yeah.
Back to the future where we're diving down there, back down into the
That's what they
thermal.
shoot for the third one. They
Yeah.
go back in time and watch all of the
Oh my God,
highlights
the
of
time
1 and 2.
It's like Sharknado. They do
Now
time. They go back in
They go
time
back
in
in time?
Sharknado.
I've
Yeah,
only
I'm
watched
pretty
the first,
sure.
like 3 or 4.
I'm pretty sure that we watched a marathon. There was a marathon airing one day, and I think it was back at the bar I worked at, and we just sat there, played them all day, and we're just mesmerized.
I mean, how could you?
Yeah. And it's the lengths they go, hopefully they, back to the future where we're under there, and then we've got megalodons now.
Yeah.
So the sharks are there.
I wrote down the shark.
we have it, and they're like, oh, we need to poison it and kill it because it's going to mess up the ecosystem. And it's a danger to everybody.
Well, there was a moment.
People keep getting in the water with it.
Yeah, there was a moment there where
Jason Statham tagged it, right? That was the first thing. He just gets in the water. He's like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just get in the water with a thing and I'll tag it. And then he does.
I mean, he said he did
gets
what
the
he said
job
he was
done.
going to do.
He gets the job done.
There was a moment where the Meg was going out and getting street justice. I thought we were going to follow his escapades and like he was going to turn out to be a good guy. When he's killing all the shark poachers.
Well, that's the second one. Oh, the shark poachers?
Yeah. In the first one. I'm still on the
first
first one here.
No,
I'm a linear
yeah.
thinker, unlike
Oh,
you.
yeah,
You're
that's
all
fine.
over the place.
I don't know. You're stuck on the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
Why did they choose that font?
A lot of questions. A lot of questions still to be answered here.
Agreed. Anyway. So where are you? Where's your brain at?
Well,
Ask your questions.
the shark should have kidnapped the kid. That's what I
Oh,
wrote
there you
down.
go. Yeah, that's what. Should have extorted them for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Action heroes that drink or are drunk, then they're still in incredible shape.
Yeah.
They still got rippling abs and pectorals and nice sweat. They're never a heroin addict. I've got an action hero that's a heroin addict, and I think that's an untapped market.
Yeah. There you go.
So, it's just strung out.
And it's in the name.
Yeah.
The hero.
Hero, yeah.
Heroine.
strung out, just like
Heroin.
that could be something, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not smart enough.
Because
but
the
somebody-
tagline for that movie could be an overdose of justice.
Oh, wow.
That's not.
That's
I don't think
brutal.
that's-
God.
Hopefully that gets edited out.
No, let's keep it. That was awful.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Oh, God.
Canceled before we even started. Well, anyway, back to my notes. I was very curious. How did they build that whole thing all the way down, that science place they live?
I've always wondered that. That's a really good question.
And so
And there's so many of them.
there are so many of them.
Yeah.
It makes me think, it makes me think about the Bermuda Triangle,
Yeah. Yeah. Is there stuff underneath it?
Oh,
Or
big
would you
time,
build it?
buddy. Big time, buddy.
Is
There's
there-
a big time alien ship base down there.
Oh, okay.
They've got the stuff down there. They've got the AI. It's replicating drones. They send out different drones based on what they need, like attack drones, surveillance drones. That's the Tic Tacs you see, and that's coming from. And it moves. It moves down there. It's so deep and under pressure. But it's the AI of what the aliens had programmed it to do that. Look that up. That's real. So
Let me ask ChatGPT.
the aliens are beyond ChatGPT. It's like their
Well,
consciousness has already
that's
been
all I have.
downloaded into the little grays, right? And the little grays
Yeah.
downloaded something else into this thing. There's one.
Why don't
on,
they wear
there's one on the
clothes?
West Coast too, higher up. a little.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
But that's real, and that's produced.
Well, I
like,
guess
that's
my
what's gonna
question is, do
take-
you think
and they
that they-
know when we get close? they
obviously
send out
you
a
can't.
red.
Like,
They've taken
you
out
you
some
build
of us
these
with psionic
these-
abilities.
to build these underwater bases and
Yeah.
stuff. Do you I'm assuming you build it and then you just dunk it in the water, right? Like, what do you?
No, you got to
Because
build
you
it
need to get
prepared
the
for
water
pressure.
out. Yeah. Oh, you do. So you have to
no,
build it.
I mean, I don't know. I've never built anything underwater
Yeah.
or above water. But what matters, I think, is the pressure.
Yeah.
And I've seen people
Like the
things-
pressure of the deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pressure of the deadline and the pressure of the pressure-induced
The ocean?
psychosis.
Pressure
No,
induced
I've already said
psychosis.
that. It takes a lot to act. Oh yeah, we'll get
Pressure
to that.
induced psychosis. PIP.
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 It's been a year since.
Yeah.
Pippin.
Yeah. Pip.
Pippin was in both movies. The little dog fella.
Oh yeah.
Was that
The
a
dog.
different owner? Same owner?
Was that Pippin? That's
Yeah.
the dog's name. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I mean, maybe the same owner. It's just really bad luck.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's like,
It survives both, right? Or does it?
yeah.
Oh,
Pippin
okay.
survives. Pippin survives. You don't kill a dog.
Yeah. Well, I
You
mean,
kill a lot of people, but you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
kill
yeah.
a dog. In 2, I did
That's-
enjoy the POV of the mouth. As we're watching it suck people in.
Oh yeah.
It felt like a ride.
That was pretty cool. There is certain film. My thing for the second movie, especially like jumping ahead to it, like that. It looks like they're just also just having fun. You know what I mean? And let's do different. Like the scene where Zhu Ming is they're gonna take the sub up, and he goes, okay, well, for us to survive the Megs on the way out, that we're gonna light this place up, turn on all the lights. So then he runs and goes to a computer terminal and turns the lights on. But you're following him with the chaos of stuff, and it's filmed really cool.
Yeah.
I also like that it's not they're not okay, Jason Statham's going to do every action sequence,
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's useless except for him.
Yeah.
Especially when, in the second one when DJ just has martial,
Well,
he
he was
uses
prepped
the martial arts. Yeah, it was awesome.
He learned.
Yeah.
That's
He was
called growth.
he's the best character from the set.
I did enjoy his
loved him.
slow-mo
Yeah.
dive to shoot the small lizard creature at the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And just like I don't know, it's like, yeah. He's just some people you watch and you're like, I hope that person had fun doing this because I'm having fun watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like when what's his face got pepper sprayed because he had the pepper spray was still in the air. DJ and they're like, all right, we're gonna go for it and pepper spray and then tase him. But he's pepper sprayed them, and he went out too fast, and the pepper spray was still in the air. So
him and Mac.
I relate to that.
Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny. Oh man, where were we? We're talking about Pip.
Pip
and the dog.
Pip and the dog.
The film sequences and stuff. Well, and the you know how they poison the Meg and capture it and it's dead and then but that's not the big Meg.
No, that's
so that's like it's cool that it's like that and then it's so in the book what I read about the book, not from the book but about the book. There's a similar thing happen where there's like a Meg comes and then it kills DJ. So anyway, the character of DJ in the books, who is the son, and they have a different name, but it gets caught up in cables that are attached to the base from the submarines, and it like gets torn to pieces.
The Meg,
yeah,
or DJ?
Getting pulled. Well, both probably, but the Meg second, and it gets like pulled through the trench, and that there's a female Meg.
There are two Megs in the book.
There's two Megs in the book too, and the female Meg is able to burst through because it senses the blood of the larger of the male, not the I don't know size wise, but and like basically goes and starts eating the male.
Oh, wow.
But the warmth of the blood allows it to survive the icy temperatures of the trench. So that's how it gets through and gets loose.
Yeah, I never understood.
So that's number one.
So
yeah.
That's the part I don't
scientifically, Megalodon is supposed to be a shallow water predator. So there's it's like why would they be down there?
Right.
Which is explained by the fact of with the ice age, like that was a barrier where it's warmer water underneath. So that's why it's called the trench.
So down there it's warm water, and then there's an ice thing, and then cold water, and then the surface.
Yeah, hydrothermal vents, right? Or something.
I don't know. Yo, remember that time?
Or maybe is it in the book? It's hot or it's cold?
You're asking me about the
hydrothermal. That sounds. I don't know.
Hydrodynamic.
In the movie. Sorry.
I barely paid attention, man.
Thermodynamics.
We remember when Jason Statham just fucking whoops.
You can say fucking.
Oh,
That's fine.
Remember when Jason Statham just sort of like went out and under all of this pressure, 25,000 plus, raw dog, no suit.
Oh, the second one?
Yeah.
Just, and he punches the shark, the little dinosaur thing,
yeah.
right? Yeah, he like socks it.
Without the suit, he had to float to get to one side.
It's like you'll be fine if there's no air in your lungs.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Like,
I was like, I don't know if that's how that works.
Is that science?
And he like blew out blood with his nose to get prepped.
Yeah.
That's intense. Like to be able to just like use that much force to blow out blood from your nose. Give yourself a bloody nose.
Swim over. And that is why this is an excellent movie.
I will say, so it opened with the T-Rex, and you had already told me that he was going to fight a dinosaur, and I was like, oh my God, this dinosaur, this T-Rex, looking out, because he was chasing the little guys.
Yeah,
and he looked
was
out
like
longingly into the ocean. I was like, this T-Rex is going to want to learn how to swim, and he's going to evolve, but he didn't. He got eaten by the Meg. Poor bastard. But then I was looking at the little image of Meg 2 from afar on the TV, and I was like, that looks like the Meg chasing a T-Rex. And only until last night did I realize it is not a T-Rex. It's Jason Statham on a speedboat.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, man, I got to get new contacts.
Yeah. Jason Statham did all the stunts on the jet ski.
That makes sense.
He did no stuntman. Just, yeah.
I mean, he was an
He's
Olympic diver.
Yeah. That's the thing. He's most comfortable. Whereas Ruby Rose from the first movie almost died underwater because of...
She couldn't swim?
Just because of what's the costume she was wearing.
Oh, geez.
But then it was like in a tank, so it wasn't like actually like
Right.
out in the ocean
Yeah,
or
but
anything.
still,
But like it
oof.
was like, so it was very different experiences.
Yeah, yeah. Did she die in the first one?
No, I think it's just I mean, sometimes you go through that, you get a different job, you know? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So actually, so now that I'm remembering it, so in the first one for the book, you know how there's Bud, Bud is the billionaire, Rainn Wilson, Dwight from The Office.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In the first one. And so in the book, it's basically, so he does have an ex-wife working for them, and they have, he's dating the ex-wife, and Bud is his friend. So Bud is his bud. So like, and this is very, I think for the movie, the relationships work way better. If him is just being this dickhead billionaire that then abandons everybody. Mm-hmm. And I do think they did a really good job of like, you know, making you hate the character. So you have a human character to hate, which it does. It feels like too, from reading the summary of the book and seeing the movies, it's like story-wise, they're like, billionaires suck. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody with money sucks.
They do.
Because it also like the plots of the book start. It's like, you know, down on his luck and out of money, Jonas is struggling to raise his children. Yeah, and the whole thing where it's like he's, you know, they go and try to kill it. They kill a whale on accident.
Yeah.
And then the ship, the boat drives away. He falls off the back, and they just leave him.
Yeah.
And then he gets to the whale, and the Megalodon bites and misses him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, thank goodness!" And then it comes and takes him, leaves his hand sitting there. That was cool. That was a righteous death for Bud Morris. But yeah,
Bud Bundy.
Reign of Terror. Rain in Blood. Rainn Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sometimes I just let you go.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Who knows? As long as there's gas in the tank.
Yeah.
Can always get somewhere.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
What else you got? What do you think?
Well, they were. I liked when the bad guy in number two,
Montez, or
I guess, yeah, he used one of the bombs, just like a hot air balloon, to just
the hot air balloon. Yeah,
he pulled an up.
Yeah, that was so. Like, I think we can, the second one, Montez, and it's like the unexplained. Like, it's just they ended up hiring somebody like somebody he's in love with, or something, with like the girl turned on everybody, which and stuff like that.
She's the
woman.
Yeah,
I forget her name.
Trader. Her name is Trader.
Yeah. But it was what was her name?
I didn't understand.
Jess.
Did the lady
Montez, Jess, and then the billionaire was Curtis? No.
Curtis? Did the lady billionaire?
Hillary Driscoll.
Hillary. Yeah. So I have a question.
She got eaten by the dinosaur on a helicopter.
Did she make the glass break so the Megalodon could eat the blonde?
No. The Megalodon just broke through the glass.
Well, it just seemed like she was doing something with her phone to make the Megalodon do that.
I don't think so, because they were like, "Oh yeah, we're
wrong.
safe in here. The Megalodon can't do it," and she was like tapping on the glass, and then it bit through.
Right, but then
I can reworked it.
She said some vaguely ominous stuff, like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about your future here," and then boom. It looked like she was touching something on a phone.
Well, then she would have still needed the other guy. I don't know, maybe. But like, how would that be? You don't have glass that changes density by the remote control.
We also watched a man raw dog 25,000.
Yeah, but like, we're talking about
water.
Technology versus like fictional abilities of the human body.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, but it was very Deep Blue Sea too.
Yeah,
like the Sam Jackson speech followed by which is why it took so long again for the Meg to get made, because Deep Blue Sea came out and they didn't want to compete with it.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I
and want to
wouldn't want to
saturate
compete
it.
with that either.
I'm glad for like timing wise. I'm glad for the technology and graphics that can give us a movie that looks plausible enough. You know what I mean?
You found this movie plausible?
Oh, I thought it was great, man. Not plausible, but like, if imagine the CGI of a megalodon shark in 1997.
Ah, animatronic, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going
Well, that's
animatronic.
it. Yeah, get Phil Tippett out here.
Yeah.
Do his yeah.
Yeah. You got Eli Roth in a costume.
Yeah, no, in 1997 Eli Roth could have been yeah. Meggy.
That's what we should do. We should get a megalodon costume.
Yeah.
Wander around, see what happens.
Just it's like a 2-person costume.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course it would be a 2-person costume.
The first you're going to be in the front or the back?
We'll switch every 20 minutes.
Okay, nice. Thank God.
You need oxygen.
Because I get claustrophobic in the front.
I did like that the brother, he just dodged a flare to the head. I thought that was great. Mac shoots a flare to ignite the gasoline when they're trying to get up. He just
yeah.
I was like, that's an.
They just go through such extreme action movie.
Oh, I love
stuff.
when he jumps out of the helicopter slow mo and then just
like
crashes
no human
into
can successfully
the top
do
of the tiki
any
bar.
Yeah. Nobody can do any of this stuff and survive.
Yeah. No.
I mean, at the end of the second one, Jason Statham kills the giant megalodon.
Oh, and then it's
wielding a helicopter blade,
like something
and
out
just
of Final
stands there and
Fantasy
holds
VII
it.
there.
Yeah,
you got Cloud
and
sword.
not too much earlier than that. Like held it Meg back with his foot.
Yeah, he was kicking
on the thing. It was held back by much more than his foot, obviously.
The chains,
but as we were led to believe in the trailer, it was like him holding it with his foot.
I didn't see the trailer.
Which is really why I was like, okay, I need to see both of these immediately. Yeah.
Well, that's why I got, because when you told me he was going to fight a dinosaur, I got super excited when I saw their like exosuits.
The little thing.
And I was like, oh my God, Jason Statham going to wear an exosuit and going to punch one of these creatures in the face, and they're going to have a mano beasto war.
Yeah.
Evolution. Like that line from the first one. What did he say? When man fights Megalodon, it's not a fight, it's a slaughter.
Oh, nice.
Something like
that. Who
said
that?
Jason.
Jason Statham?
In the first one.
He said when man fights Megalodon.
Did you pay attention to these films?
No.
We've been doing this for however many seasons now. You come in ill-prepared each time.
I'm going to kick you in the knee.
Just saying, maybe you should watch these films. Watch the metaphors. Understand what they're trying to tell us.
Okay. I'll try harder next time, JJ.
Yeah.
I apologize
Thank
for
you.
letting you down.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, keep going on your philosophy of
you know about dark oxygen?
I do know about dark. You told me about dark oxygen.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about when
there was oxygen down in the deeps
when they were mining the metals. But it wasn't. It was for the superconductors.
Just regular, yeah.
Yeah.
So dark oxygen had nothing to do with this movie.
No. But I was thinking.
Well, maybe you should just research more about the movie and less about real life stuff. Which is more helpful to you now in this moment.
Nothing has been helpful to me
in this moment. Yeah. We apologize, everybody listening, for this waste of everybody's time.
Yo, but we gotta get that bass up and about. We gotta get pictures of that bass.
So the bass. I mean, the bass is cool.
That's
and
what
I love the moment where like
Earhart.
the kids, the child is sitting, like playing, and is in front of the big glass thing, and you just see the giant megalodon coming.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? And then it attacks.
I think
scares the heck out of the child. And they're just like, oh, no, there's no shark. And then you just see the teeth marks on the glass, and you're like, oh, okay.
I don't think it was a temporal thing.
What?
I think they took her to their base.
No, what are you talking about? The Megalodon.
I'm talking about Amelia Earhart.
What are you talking about? When did you start talking about Amelia Earhart?
I don't know, a while ago, man. Weren't you listening?
No. You never talk about Amelia Earhart.
I
You
did.
said the child.
The child. A child.
The child. Good Lord. It's a good Amelia Earhart.
No, that's why I think the base took her. I think she got too close to the truth. She flew too close to the sun, and they took her.
Did you see the movie Underwater
No.
with Kristen Stewart?
Oh, wait. I did see
Yeah,
that.
right.
That was a good one.
Cthulhu-esque, right? Like that's the concept.
You can't make a sequel to that one.
Yeah. I know. But I like that one. That was fun.
I'd like to
but
see
that
a
was
Meg eat
also
that squid.
speaking of underwater bases.
Yeah.
That's the whole concept. Is like that you're stuck. You know, like that the base and the threat of the base being underwater and being broken into and water coming becomes more of a terror aspect to it,
I get
as well
anxious.
as like the monster creatures.
I get anxious just looking out a glass window in a house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all that air going to come in if this breaks. I don't want to breathe that air.
Yeah.
Who knows what's in it?
Exactly.
Aliens.
Precisely. 100%.
A child.
A child.
Remember in Ghostbusters 2? A child.
No. Oh, yeah.
When he gets baby Oscar.
What's his name? Vigo? No,
Vigo.
Vigo's the...
Oh, you mean
Vigo's
Janos.
in the... Janos. Yeah. Janusz.
Yeah. Another J.
A child. Yeah.
Like very similar to Jonas.
Jason.
Is that what it is? Is it Jason?
What?
Yeah.
Jonas?
Jonas?
No. I mean, it's the name of the character from the book. So I don't think in 1997 it wasn't like, we're going to make this after a guy who's going to be popular in 3 years for a movie called The Transporter.
What?
I'm pretty sure. What? What?
Wait, he plays the same character in this as he did in The Transporter?
No. Did you listen to the words I said?
Some of them.
Transporter's 2002.
Great.
No, I said the author didn't create a character named after, make an anagram of it. Jonas is the character that Jason Statham plays.
Yeah.
What question did you ask?
What was your answer?
Sorry, I explained with too many big words, I guess.
I'm pretty sure you didn't answer anything
I did.
asked.
You said, is Jonas Jason? And I said, well,
When did I ask
the actor,
that?
Before.
I was talking about what's his face from Ghostbusters 2.
Janusz.
Yeah, Janos.
Janusz.
Yeah.
But then we stopped talking about that. Because I said, Jason, Janet, because Janusz is one letter away from being the same
so then
thing.
what is your question?
My God. I don't have a question. My question is, why do you keep doing this? Why are you the way that you are?
I'm confused.
So we're both confused now. We've wasted so much time. Sharks. What's your favorite shark movie?
My favorite shark movie?
Yeah, your favorite shark movie.
I know, I'm
JJ.
thinking Pool Sharks.
Oh, Lord. Pool Sharks?
Yeah.
Is that a real movie?
Yeah. 1997, Giovanni Ribisi.
Oh, it was about pool.
Yeah.
Okay. You're very interesting. You had such a very interesting answer to that question.
Look it up.
No, I believe
it
you. I believe you. I don't need to look it up.
I'll look it up right now.
I don't need to look it up that you had such an interesting answer to that.
Pool Sharks.
My favorite shark movie is The Meg 2.
1997.
And why I love The Meg 2 is just because everything is awesome about it. I cannot explain how awesome the action-packed sequences of this movie are. And like the comedy and the bromance of the certain characters together and different layers of bromance with different characters. And it's just fantastic. And this end scene where all hell breaks loose on Fun Island. This place is called Fun Island, and it gets attacked by several megalodons, a giant octopus, and these ichthyostegas.
Ooh, good word.
Ichthyostegas.
Is that what the little guys were?
Yeah. And it's like, so right away, boom, this island is done. Mm-hmm. You can't go in the water, can't stay on land. These, you're just, everybody's running from everything.
It was very chaotic.
It's like, it's so great.
Everybody fighting someone.
Jason Statham's got to go on his jet ski to throw the harpoon bombs at the megalodons and kill them, and he does.
Yeah. It's like
Meanwhile, he's fighting the head of the mercenaries.
they all
Kicks
switch who
him
they're
off the
fighting
dock.
every couple of.
Kicks him off the dock. Megalodon gets rid of him that way. Rich lady tries to get away on the helicopter. Little dinosaur.
Yeah. I feel like they toned down the blood in this one.
I wish the dinosaurs had taken the helicopter.
And they had driven it
Yeah.
and they had flown it.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Like, what's going on with the helicopter? You just see two
Little
dinosaurs
Gremlins 2.
doing it, and they're like falling out, and
Little
it falls.
Gremlins 2 action on that one.
Imagine.
I love that.
Imagine it falls, crashes into the octopus.
See, remember 65? When
Yeah.
we wanted the dinosaurs to have a spaceship?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs flying things.
Dinosaurs flying things would be
That's-
very, very.
We clearly want to see that.
Do you remember Dino City? I sent you a link to it. We should do I think it was like a video game and a movie, like a really, really poorly done movie. But it's like dinosaurs wearing like clothes and sneakers and stuff, and
Like the dinosaur Jim Henson thing? The dinosaurs, the show?
No. This is Dino City. There's a much more like sinister plot and everything going
this
on. The
We're
lead
Back?
character.
Is this one that
No.
We're Back?
But We're Back is wonderful. We're Back is one of the best movies. We should do an episode on a We're Back. I could talk about that for at least an hour, luckily.
Nice.
But yeah, just the madness of that island and that last sequence and just everything going on. And then you've got DJ and Rigus and just trying to survive from the dinosaurs.
I love that she just takes his money. He's like, well, he's dead. Well, he ain't going to use it no more.
Yeah. Very practical.
I mean,
Very
yeah.
That's why it's rooted in such reality.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. And the scene where they all get into the thing to hide into a little like supply shack,
Oh, yeah.
a depot or whatever, and like the people with guns have him at gunpoint, and he pokes DJ
Pokes him
in
in
the
the
stomach.
tum-tum.
He falls back and hits the garage door to open up, let the dinosaurs in to eat him. That is the one thing. It's like these dinosaurs, you can escape them by basically being indoors. It's
Well, yeah.
I mean, they'll
those
get in
dinosaurs.
eventually. Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
they learn how to fly a copter or
Yeah.
a spaceship, then we're screwed.
I wish that the T-Rex would come back at the end
That's what I'm saying.
and get his revenge on Megalodon,
Yeah.
even like a zombie of the T-Rex, or
Ooh.
the ghost of a T-Rex.
Ooh.
There's a plot there.
There's
there's a movie, Ghost T-Rex.
Ghost T-Rex. I like that.
Good Lord, imagine
Would they?
if there's just, oh my God, I'm gonna write this. It's just a T-Rex ghost. Like you're haunted by a ghost, but it's a T-Rex.
It's a T-Rex. You're just screaming.
Yeah.
You can't even understand it.
don't
You
even-
can't communicate it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's just there, and he becomes a friend of yours.
I
Oh
would
man,
love
this
that.
is great.
I would love that for
That's
me.
why too. I think that's also why I liked the Meg 2 is that Hucky. So the baby Megalodon that they train.
Oh yeah.
And that Zhu Ming is basically, trained since it was a pup and controls his clicker and stuff and has it, go away from him unless it doesn't. But he and that scene, that was ridiculous because he's just like seconds after he just almost gets
He
eaten,
got in there real quick.
walks into this, like gets out of the wetsuits down there,
Gets in there real quick.
exosuits off, and he's just behind them like, oh, what happened? Like the what scenes like that where they're the Indiana Jones where they see like the crash and they're all looking down like, oh God, he died.
Oh yeah.
And
and then
he's behind them looking down too, like what are you looking at?
yeah.
I feel like that was the inspiration for that, and a much lesser
Vibe, I think. I mean, I get it. Like everyone thinks they're dead.
vibe. Same, yeah. Everybody thinks he just died, and he walks in behind him and goes.
I guess I just meant
"What's up?"
different vibe, same feeling. Or same vibe, different feeling.
Yeah, because they're both the same.
What do those words mean?
Just say same but different.
Same but different.
There you go, buddy. I don't know what those. I don't know. You say feeling if you're just having a conversation. You say vibe if you want to sound cool.
Okay.
That's the difference.
All right, I'll just keep saying
If
vibe.
if you want to like
Aesthetic.
yeah, aesthetic is if you want to you just go have a martini. People that drink martinis say aesthetic.
Riz.
People who play jazz music say vibe. And people.
Wait, I've met people that do both.
Yeah,
Drink martinis
okay.
and play jazz.
Well,
What do they say?
they say vibe-thetic.
Vibe-thetic?
Vibe-thetic.
Vibe-thetic.
A slime.
A slide. A slib? A zibid.
Feeling.
I'm realizing why we have no friends.
Oh, I knew that a while ago.
I didn't. It just hit me.
Saves me a lot of room in my contacts list. I just typed in 1J. I do think Jason Statham is good at being the guy and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's a good
good at
character.
being the guy.
I just mean like when you have a movie that has this main character and it's got Jason Statham in it. He's got
good
a
side
good star.
eye.
Oh yeah.
He hits that brow.
He's got very
well.
good. Yeah,
It's the
everything.
one-liners.
Yeah, he gets the comedy of it all.
Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw, him and The Rock had a good.
Oh yeah,
good
yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
forth. But he has that like gritty little.
Yeah.
He's also got like that like kind of little guy energy. If he's like next to the next to The Rock,
I ain't gonna tell him
he
he's
like,
a little guy.
Oh no, not at all. He kicked my ass.
Kick my head
Kick
right
my
off my
ass.
face.
Kick my ass. I said, did you watch the Transporter movies?
I did.
How many are
I
there?
think I've seen one of them. I think
There's
it's the one where he's
3.
in the car and he's driving and he finds that the package is a person and he's like, oh,
Yeah,
consciousness or conscious.
Yeah.
Moral dilemma here.
Yeah. And then it just keeps transporting stuff after that.
Yeah, they gave him 2 more jobs after that. After he
Yeah, I
told
remember it
his
came
boss
out. It was
no.
just like one of the coolest things because this guy's just doing all these martial arts and stuff, and
I mean,
you're
he's a
like,
very
"Oh,
successful
great!" But
man.
he's also wearing his nice tie, and he's you know, hanging out in France and stuff.
He's like pow pow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did just that, kicking some butt.
I think that for the third one, he should get swallowed by a
And
megalodon,
then,
and
the
he
whole thing takes place inside the megalodon.
fights his way
It
out
punches
of the
his way through
yeah.
the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets swallowed along with like another like the villain, and they have a fight.
Yeah, they have a
the
fight
stomach.
inside of the stomach of the
Inside
meg,
yeah.
and they
like
use like
they
the
fight a
stomach
couple
acids or the organ.
Or it's even like they like get bit, but like the shark is biting something, so they're like in the mouth, but they're not in the mouth, and they fight it, and then he just
They use
he
maybe
knocks
one
a
of
guy in,
knocks
and
the
he
tooth
jumps out right before. Oh, breaks the tooth and
Uses
jabs
that
it
to
into the
jab
guy.
him.
Oh man, we both did the same thing at the same time. This is so exciting. Let's submit a writing sample there.
Yeah. All
And
right.
then the ghost of the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And then the ghost floats in
yeah.
and does nothing because he's a ghost.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Oh, maybe the ghost possesses the Meg.
Oh my God.
The ghost of the T-Rex possesses the Meg.
Or possesses Jason
Or
Statham.
possesses just
Oh my God.
changes his whole fighting style.
Becomes Ghost T-Rex, man.
He uses his strength.
What's your favorite shark?
I don't know, the one that's not near me.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I guess. I feel like whichever
Sharks.
shark is closest to me becomes my
You a
least
fan of
favorite
Shark Week? Yeah. I feel yeah. You know what? I don't know.
I've never been a shark guy. I dated a girl who was big into sharks.
Yeah.
I've never been a shark guy.
Yeah.
I'm more into, things you can base, Bigfoots and Yetis.
Yeah. Things that exist in reality.
Yeah.
But also these dangerous creatures that more likely than not you'll never meet in your life.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure
I like
met Bigfoot, but
whale sharks are cool.
why?
As they're beautiful. They're gigantic and they're gentle giants.
I watched a video of a
You
whale
can
shark
hang out.
eat a bunch of fishies.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Well, they're dangerous to
little
fishies.
fishies. Yeah.
They're dangerous to fish, but I think hammerheads are weird.
Do you think fish?
Cool. Like why did that happen?
Yeah.
And why does no other creature do that? It's like every other shark's like this. Hammerhead's like
This one's like.
duh. I'm like, hey, what's going on over here?
What's that
I have
saying
no
about
idea
a tool?
what's in front of
about
me.
a toolbox? You always need a hammer in it. But
The eyes are on the hammer, right?
Yeah, you always need a hammer, but not for every job.
Jeez, hammerhead sharks, man. Like, why did that happen? How is that evolution? Now I want to look into that.
We should do a science podcast.
What's up?
That's what we should do.
Yeah.
A podcast where we just come on and we talk about
Speaking of side-eye. There you go.
About all the science we
Imagine
know.
a megalodon hammerhead shark. Oh, man.
I don't think that thing gets anywhere.
That doesn't get anywhere. That doesn't escape.
Too top heavy.
It's gonna, yeah.
It just keeps floating down. It just keeps floating down.
It's like, oh, no. Oh, no.
All that weight up front.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shark. Ain't gonna get near me.
Yeah.
Megalodon hammerhead shark.
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Hamilts.
Mega hammer. What were you saying? You want to do a science show?
Well, no, I was just saying that we should do a science podcast where we present all the science we know about one topic.
Oh, great! I feel like we already do that.
Yeah, we gotta do.
We'd have to do a lot more research.
Yo, you see my ghost socks?
I did.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a punny joke for him, but I can't.
Some sort of dark fungus on my shoe.
Yeah, you wore the wrong shoes today.
I didn't know I was gonna go into a swamp.
You wore Crocs to a shark.
Right. Well, I was
podcast.
trying to wear something festive for Fun Island.
Oh, okay. We talked about ghosts. Ghost T-Rex.
I love ghosts.
Ghost socks.
We did talk about ghosts. My whole aesthetic fit today.
It did.
My whole aesthetic.
Even
fit.
your bum knee.
Your shark shirt fit.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
I like the color.
I love this.
It gives it like an ocean vibe.
Yeah.
It would, if that was a red shirt,
I choose my yeah. Oh yeah. No, I wish there was just like a little bit of red on it. Like if I ever get a red stain
streak
on this, it'll be perfect.
A little streak.
Because it'll be like a shark attack.
Yeah.
I'd
like to make an amendment. So I just looked it up. Pool Sharks from 1997 with Giovanni Ribisi. It is not from 1997. It is also not real.
You made it
I
up.
was thinking of the movie Rounders with Matt Damon, and he plays cards.
You thinking of Boiler Room with Giovanni Ribisi?
Maybe.
With Vin Diesel?
Did he play pool in that?
I don't know. Okay. No, probably not. You're thinking of Rounders?
Yeah, I guess
so. It's about poker, right?
Yeah. So I'd like to add that amendment.
Pool Sharks. You made up a movie.
I thought it was real.
Giovanni Ribisi, no less.
I thought it was real.
Yeah.
In my head, he was just playing pool.
Yeah.
Swindling money.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So in Boiler Room, they're like part of like a call center making sales. That it's like a not real product. It's like fake telemarketing or whatever.
Okay.
I believe.
So maybe this is why.
It's like, here, invest in this insurance or this, invest in this, and you'll make so much money, and it turns out to not be real, and then, yeah.
Wow.
That's what I understand it to be.
The boiler. I thought that was about some. I thought that was about some lady getting trapped in an elevator.
Yeah.
In her safe house or something.
No, the Boiler Room.
Man, too many movies.
Yeah, young Vin Diesel. Your Street Sharks?
The TV show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
If I could just have somebody make a Street Sharks movie.
Why don't you do it?
I'm busy. I have a podcast.
Well, once we're done with the T-Rex ghost movie, I think
we move on to Street Sharks. I just want, I don't even need a good Street Sharks movie. I just need a Street Sharks movie. Let Michael Bay do it. Give me what Transformers 1 was actually cool, kind of, to the point where before we didn't immediately get bored by Transformers because of the fact that we saw them so much.
I just didn't understand what I was looking at sometimes.
Well, it's
metal. I didn't know what part.
It's just the things had to be moving. So
I understand that. I get it. I'm not saying it was the fault of the film.
Yeah,
I'm taking the blame for that.
I just think it's I'm not going to slow it down for you. We're gonna keep moving.
Trust
baby.
me, the world has never slowed down for me.
That's true.
That's why I excel.
Yeah.
I've
Living la
I've
vida
lifted
loca.
myself up to the world's level.
Yeah.
I am peak.
You rose to the occasion.
How many shark fins out of 10 would you give the Megs?
Oh, the Megs. I would give the first one a 7,
7 shark fins?
and I would give Meg 2 the Trench. In terms of enjoyment, just overall, I'm not saying this movie would ever win any award for anything. In fact, probably would win a Razzie, but my level of enjoyment of Meg 2 the Trench is a 9.5.
Wow, that's pretty high.
9.5.
That's a lot of shark fins.
It's just like, and here's why. Is because the day I watched it, I watched the Meg 2 the Trench, and I watched 4 movies that day.
Wow.
And they were
Do you have a
Meg
job?
2 the Trench. That day I did not. My job was to consume, and I consumed away.
Yeah.
I watched that. I watched Atlas with Jennifer Lopez on Netflix.
Haven't
I
seen
watched Under Paris, the shark movie
it. Oh,
that
interesting.
was released on Netflix. And then I watched Jurassic World Dominion. All the movies, 4 movies in one day. I watched them all. And I thought that the Meg did mech suits better than Atlas did.
Okay.
I thought that they had the dinosaurs way better than the fucking Dominion did.
Wow, that's
Jurassic
crazy.
World Dominion,
Jurassic
I
World,
feel like
that whole
they
thing is
totally
dinosaurs, isn't it?
missed
Never seen it.
the mark on it. The dinosaur aspect was fun. The acting in that, it just felt like there was no chemistry between like the original actors from it and the new actors.
Well, green screen acting is hard.
Well,
looks
but
hard.
you're not acting
I
against. You're
imagine-
acting with other people, even if you're in front of a.
Well,
green
maybe those
but,
people
like,
were green screened in. You don't
Stop
know.
making excuses. Man. I'm just saying, it just felt like everybody was bored to be there. That's what it felt like watching Jurassic World Dominion. It was just like, okay, let's do this. Let's force this on the world, and they had. And I could just go on because I usually seems like I like all movies.
Yeah.
But no, I'll shit hard on.
This
I
one you
shit
did
hard
not
on Jurassic World Dominion. I thought it would be better than Fallen Kingdom, and it wasn't.
Which I don't even think I've seen it.
And no, that's a diss if you know how bad Fallen Kingdom is.
I do not. I haven't
Jurassic World is the best of the 3.
seen it. The original?
No, obviously Jurassic Park is. I feel like literally they just keep getting worse between all 6 that are out.
There's
I
another
do have
one
high
coming
hopes for
out.
the new one. Yeah, Jurassic World.
I don't know why we need 7.
I don't know what the next one is.
I don't know what
But
happened
Scarlett
in the last
Johansson's
3.
in it. Thank God, she's here to save us.
Why is she playing?
She's
she
just
the
she's
dinosaur.
a new character.
Oh.
No, Eli Roth is playing
Eli
the dinosaur.
I mean, it's got to be hard to act against a green screen. You got to put. I don't know.
No,
I mean, it's.
here's the thing. I get it. I just don't think it applies to this situation. I think in this situation, I'm not talking about them acting. They do great against acting like there's a dinosaur there, But when they're acting with each other, it's just like, like
You don't think when they were
when Sam Neill's
days?
Alan Grant meets Chris Pratt's Owen Grady, you think it's like, okay, cool, this is like where worlds collide, and it's just like, hey, I'm a fan of yours. Oh, great, yeah, I'm a fan of yours. That's it. It's just fucking dead. I don't know. Anyway, and also Under Paris. Under Paris, I enjoyed for the ridiculousness of it, and the fact that it ends. Under Paris ends with, so there's a shark, right? And the shark goes to Paris, and it's called Under Paris because it's, the shark's hiding and it lays eggs under Paris, and there's so many.
Wait,
basically ends up being like so many sharks.
I thought sharks laid, like they came out alive. I didn't think sharks did eggs.
All right, so anyway, it birthed all these sharks. Anyway, it came to, reproduce, and it reproduced rapidly.
Pups. I think they're called pups.
Yeah. Anyway, turns out that nobody believes these people that they're sharks, and they're supposed to have a big race marathon, or basically like the plot of the real situation with the Olympics and the waters being dirty.
Oh yeah.
But like in this movie, it's like they've cleaned up the waters, and the problem is there's so many mines underneath that have to be disabled. Long story short, the sharks, because of the shark attacks, they basically set off bombs that ends up flooding all of Paris, because all of these landmines go off at the same time.
Wow.
After sharks terrorize all these people swimming in the waters after they were warned that there were sharks everywhere. It's a very whatever. The actress from The Artist is in it. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, is that I felt more enjoyment with all of these themes from Meg 2 The Trench than I did with these other 3 movies that were like based around these certain themes.
Wow.
So how many shark fins would you give it?
Separately or totality?
You could do each movie separately.
The first one I'd give 6 shark fins. I think the plot was more coherent. And then the second one, I will give 5 shark fins.
You could go to hell.
Yeah, well, I probably
You
am.
can go to hell.
That's
fine.
I only enjoyed the third act of the second one just because of how crazy it was.
This is like 3
and the
movies in
insanity
one.
of it.
It's like 3 movies in one. That's why it's wonderful. Anyway, some people don't get genius.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why there's 2 of us.
That is why there are 2
Wanted to
of us.
balance it. Anyway, so go out there, watch Meg or don't watch Meg. It's fine.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, call in. Tell us what you feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Eli Roth, good luck to you in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure
We'd love to have you on the podcast
Yep.
if you want to talk about your
Concept.
shark roles in the future. And hopefully there's a third Meg that we can talk about again.
Third Meg, Angel of Death.
Yeah, make you watch it.
Yeah.
All right.
Call in or type. Tell us your feelings.
And that's Can We Geek About? Ba-da-boo!